Hey everyone, I want to do a post on something I was chatting to Mrs. about yesterday. A lot's going on in my life at the moment, a lot of changes. I've just done a video, much the same, on my dagger detailing video, about kind of like reassessing and reevaluating priorities as you go through life. You know, things change. Something that you used to love, maybe you don't love as much now, or maybe it's just kind of changed priorities in your life at this current state. It doesn't mean you just can't go back to it. It might be a good time to reassess and rejuvenate that kind of subject, that thing that you'd enjoy doing. But something I'm really passionate about, and obviously is the well-being and the kind of like journey of mental health and how to kind of get it right. Obviously from my point of view, is my journey from kind of what I would call rock bottom upwards, and that journey is continuous. And I've always struggled to describe the feeling of that, and what I really want to do is I want to kind of help people, one, obviously stop even getting there in the first place, but if you do end up there, that is actually to see it in a positive instead of a negative. Now, when you're there, that's very hard, but if you have the gift of returning from that point, life it is never the same again. Your mindset is never the same again. Unfortunately, you carry the burden of trauma and those kind of like bad feelings and those kind of subconscious thoughts that got you there in the first place. But being in that space, in that very negative space where you have this feeling of giving up and you have no control, is very much like a kind of near-death experience. You know, I can imagine people that kind of like are medically dead and then they come back and they have this kind of euphonic kind of feeling, and kind of a light goes off in their head. I feel that it's actually, if you spin it on its head, it's actually to be in that negative place is a gift, because it gives you the biggest, what I call the cookie jar moment, the biggest moment to translate everything to. Things will never get as bad as that, and you can then put that to anything. Like anything you come across will never be as bad as where you were, because to feel the feeling of utter uselessness, of kind of like giving up, kind of, I use the metaphor of kind of like falling into a pit. The idea of falling to your death, I suppose. If you let go of a rope and you were falling, and you were like, and you accepted for that amount of time that everything was over and this was like the end, and you were like, please, can I have another chance? And then someone reached out their hand and grabbed you, you would have experienced something utterly that for most people would be the end, and then they wouldn't have the chance to tell other people about it. But you've been given that chance to tell other people about it, and you've you know, not many people get that experience, get that kind of euphoria moment, get that feeling of like utter dread, and then be given a hand to come back and to change things. And when I speak to people, I explain that to them. I say, like, you've literally been given a gift of knowledge that you cannot buy in a shop, and you cannot get from anywhere else. Everyone who experiences that feeling of hopelessness, it's unique to them, and it's up to you what you want to do with it. But for example, me, I started a business and decided that I wanted to change my life up, which obviously moved towards me ending my kind of long-term relationship and moving on to other things. But and things are still hard, but my life is like so much better now. And I want to do a lot with this, and this is what Winging's about. You know, I really want to kind of, I don't know, like it helps me, it helps my recovery to talk to people about it. And some people aren't as open because they feel it defines them, but it doesn't. It just, you just have to change your mindset a little bit. And it's easier said than done. I know, it's very easy said than done, because I'm still trying to change my mindset on many other things. But I think it's really important to understand that what you've experienced is extremely important, and growth wise, it's exponential. But I'll be doing a lot of things in the future. I've got many plans, like podcasts, and maybe a very, very simple book, kind of reflecting what my posts are maybe on Winging It. I don't want to make it too complicated because I'm very simple, and I want it to be easy to understand, helpful, and I don't want it to be connected with money. There's so much mental health stuff nowadays is connected with money. Oh, I had this £1 million business and then I lost it, and then somehow, well, funny enough, money kind of helps. It does help. Not everyone's got it, but what you have got is your brain and your unique experiences, unique only to you. But anyway, people, just a quick video. It's nearly seven minutes, but a video, because I'm struggling at this moment. I wanted to get some stuff off my chest. I wanted to kind of put it down on paper, put it down on video, because that's how I de-stress. You know, it's a little bit like therapy for me, and I hope that it helps other people. Another thing, I'm going to go jump in the water and have a barbecue, because the sun is out and it's Easter weekend, and I haven't done it since last year, and that's what I'm going to do, because it makes me happy. But anyway, people, I hope you're having a great Easter weekend. Peace, take it easy, and I will see you around. Laters.